Hello, everybody, and welcome to Suddenly Saturday. My name's Fawn, and I'm a channeler, and we will be going on a journey today with the cards. I channel through the cards. So, you know what? Let's go on a journey. Come on, let's go. Now, today is 6/15 of 2024, which is a 20, which goes down to a 2. Now, we are going to read a 2 from the Soul Helper Oracle. That'll help us get this started. I hope everybody's doing beautifully, magically well today. I know I've had my vitamin D today, already been out in the sun, and it felt magnificent. Number 2 reveals that you are not alone with the issues on the card that you have drawn. Look for support from someone who will work through the issues with you, such as a friend or a teacher in the outside world. A harmonious environment and good advice from a wise heart are more crucial than ever for you now. Ensure that all forms of communication are calm and peaceful, even with yourself. Number 2 teaches that you need another person in order to help you to become self-aware and to grow. Its energy field promotes self-awareness, groundedness, stability, and reflection. Now, it was interesting this morning. I watched a little clip of a Buddha going out into the middle of the lake with his boat to meditate. He closed his eyes and he was meditating, and he felt a breeze and a boat tap as his eyes were closed. Before he opened his eyes, he felt angry, like, why can't I ever get any peace? And why would somebody bother me when I'm meditating? And as he opened his eyes, he realized that the boat was empty. Anger comes from within. So remember, when someone comes at you and gets at you, they're an empty boat. You're the one who's going to react because the anger is within you. I thought that was a really good story. So I just thought I'd share. Now, we got some, I told my husband, this is a long reading. We got some really deep cards. We have some things coming into our space that will be conflict. It won't be ours. It might be some of ours if we make it ours. But there is, as we see, lots of conflict in the world. But we should not fear. We should work on ourselves. We should look at our future and what we want it to be. Be the person in the boat. But remember, when someone taps your boat, don't react. Don't overreact, because it's an empty boat. Remember that. We're going to read the Soul Helper Oracle, which was a number 24, which was a 6. It's the Tree of Wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. You once made a wish in the divine realms of fulfillment. Your ancestors have been keeping this wish safe since that day. As you were not ready for it to come true, you expressed a deep longing in this wish, and now the time has come. It will be touched by the divine source and will enter the realm of the possible. Although you have forgotten it in the intervening years, you now have the momentum and opportunity to achieve your desire. Your path has led you to a point where miracles can happen because you now believe in them. Miracles can only occur if you believe they are possible or truly want them to happen. Free from fear and with an open heart, miracles take place every day throughout the world. You lost sight of all these wonders for a time, and deep down failed to believe that you are a creative being. However, you are the one who shapes your world, and destiny is creating a path of growth for you. You have forgotten that you can trust your path, but you are now ready to follow the path of your soul and insight in complete trust. This is why you have drawn this card. It is now time to signal that you are ready to receive a miracle, as your free will respect it in the spirit world. You have forgotten your wish, and you did not nurture it with sufficient positive emotions. It is therefore now important to say a prayer expressing that you believe in miracles and are ready to receive one. It would be a shame to miss out on this opportunity, so do not delay. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the crane, the herbal essence is sage, the healing crystal is a hematite, and the number is 6. I am advising somebody right now to find a crystal shop, and this is why hematite has been coming up. Go get yourself a tumblestone, a hematite. Carry it around in your pocket, your purse, whatever you are, and anytime you feel triggered or you feel emotion, take that stone out and just play with it. That energy will calm you down. You'd be surprised. Okay, so we got the number 6. Let's see where that's going to take us. Number 6 reveals that uniting and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and merging of opposite energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and fulfillment of dreams. And yeah, it's showing a little house in the tree. So it's kind of resembling a home space. Home is where you make it, and home is what you make it. It can be a bad home or a good home. If you're not happy with your home, you're the one who has to change it. You made it that way. You either made it unhappy or you made it happy, but nonetheless, you made it that way. We are going to go right to the dreams of Gaia because we have some big, okay. We're going to read the messenger oracle and then we're going to go into the dreams of Gaia because it's calling, because we need to clarify this because we got the one card the other day. Now, the first card we got was Seek Your Destiny. And this card's pretty cool. This is showing you that the cat is halfway in the dimension and halfway out. It's showing you that it's safe. You know, the unknown, we don't know how safe it is sometimes, and it draws us back away from it. But this feline is telling you, look, it's okay. I'm all right. You have purpose and reason for being. You could have one or even several destinies. Are you afraid to believe in destiny because others may laugh? Don't be. It could be as simple as taking a moment to look within and discover those things that you love most passionately and to bring them out into the light. But you will never know if you are afraid to step through the doorway and see what's on the other side. Trust that everything you hope and dream of will be there waiting for you. Yes, it will if you put the work into it. I started a cleaning service years ago with a minivan, some cleaning products, and a couple little messages on boards. And within a year, we were a residential and commercial cleaning business, and we had a great clientele, and we did good. You can make your own. You don't have to have a lot of money to make your ideas happen. You have to be competitive, trustworthy, honest that you're going to do the job and do a good job. And you will get all the work you need. You will get all the money you need. But do what you love and love what you do. Don't do something just because of the money, because then you'll get sick of it. So this is showing you that it's okay to go into the unknown and try something because you'll be okay with entering new destinies. And we got the heed the messages. We have a lot, and the bluebird is sitting on her shoulder, and bluebirds are good luck. When you see them in your yard or you have a dream or something, the bluebird is bringing you a message and it's good luck. It is easy to ignore the messenger and the signs they show you, especially when they bring a message you do not wish to hear. But now is not the time to ignore the messengers. Do not let your fear of change or discomfort silence their voice. It is time for you to stop procrastinating, to see and to hear the truth, and do what is necessary. Heed the messenger, for the wisdom they offer is born of your own intuition and need. This is like the messenger calling card. She's in ice blue. She's calm. She's got the little blue bird. She is looking right at you. And she's holding, actually, yeah, she's got two white feathers over her, which is the angel calling card. So we have had uh, Archangel Michael and faith around us. So we have to really listen to these messages coming in. Now we got, and I'm going to have to cover her beautiful bosom because YouTube don't like nudity. Okay, this is the embrace the feminine. And the reason why this came back out again, she's pregnant, she's all earth, because another card we got is the masculine. And yesterday we got the feminine and masculine. So that is giving us some clues. Within ourselves, there are two aspects to our nature, the feminine and the masculine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the feminine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is a time to be nurturing, creative, and to connect with nature, home, and heart. Listen to your intuition and emotions. Be receptive and compassionate, but remember, whilst you allow your feminine self to be dominant, you need to temper your gentleness with a fire that denies all meekness. She's showing up first. And I just need to say this because it just came to me and source is telling me, you need to use the feminine compassion right now and look at the whole aspect of your situation and use the masculine aspect when you need to. Okay. So the feminine aspect of us is compassion. It's love. It's caring. It's selfless being. That is where you'll get honey. That is where you'll get the honey of life from people because you are beautiful. But now you've got maybe something coming into your space that where you need the masculine protection, where you need the lion or the lioness, the strength. You have to look at your situation and use your differences as you go. But compassion is very big with people. I'm jonesing water. I use my whole spray bottle on my body. It's like 100. It's got to be 100 and something out there. My dog was had stone lizard, his totem, and him and stone lizard were over there. I had to make him come in because he was getting hot. Okay. I'm trying to see which one is calling me the most, and it is the dreams of Gaia, because the dreams of Gaia has some okay. See, something is telling me, I keep saying dreams of Gaia, and something's going no over here, no over here. And I've got goosebumps. So you have to listen to those little nudges, because those nudges are telling you, uh, heed the message. That was a message that just came in because I was going to read the dreams of Gaia, and it just blocked me. It kept saying, now look over here. Now look over here. Those are the feelings you'll get. The practical magic wanted to come out because this is a 20 also, which is a 2. And today is a 20 and a 2. And this is Express Your Heart, the Story Keeper. The book of life, your book of life, your story, speak the truth. You're recording your experiences, emotions, and insight leads you to new understanding of yourself and your motivation. You can also ponder the wisdom of the captivating artwork Storykeeper and the woman deep within the woods who's holding the book of life. What do you want to be written in there? You can change the things that have happened in the past, but you can change what happens going forward. Change your attitude, change your actions, thus the outcome, and change the way you are defined. You are the only one who can control your story or alter its end. Everything you do willingly, not because you are distant to do it, but because you choose to do it. You choose every day what you want to do and who you want to be with. You are the sum total of every choice you make, big and small. And you have to take responsibility for your choices, your mistakes, and the consequences of all that you do. You get to choose how you want to live, how you express your deepest heart through the things you do every day and the things you aspire to. Use everything you've been through to be a better person, to stand up for yourself, and to fearlessly express who you are and what is in your heart. Remember who and what you are and who you want to be, and be that. Ah, that is why I need it. You are the storyteller of your story. What do you believe? Which values mean the most to you? And who are you really when you throw off everyone else's perception of you? It's natural to show many faces depending on the situation you're in and the person you're with, just like I said. Know when to use the feminine and the masculine. You need to know when to balance them out also. It's natural to show many faces, and it's easy to get lost in the way others see you, to parrot back the ideas and viewpoints you grew up with or the ones you're surrounded by now. Rather than examine how you actually feel about things, what really matters to you, not based on your childhood fears and ideas or the morals and beliefs of your family, school, or church that you absorbed, but after everything you've learned and been through and endured throughout your life, what is important to you in this moment? No one else on earth has the exact same history and experience as you. So trust yourself to know what's best for you and know your mind and heart. This card is asking you how honest you've been lately with yourself and with the world. It's challenging you to go within so you are certain that what you say and do is a true expression of your soul. Are you holding back from speaking your truth so you don't offend someone, or too shy to tell people how you really feel? Are you swallowing down your discomfort with the situation just to keep the peace? Or have you let someone's misperceptions of you slide for so long that you feel trapped by the way they see you and are worried it's too late to speak up? Have you forgotten to check in with yourself altogether and are no longer sure how you feel about a lot of things? It can sometimes be easier to keep things superficial, to not engage with any issues or look beneath the surface, and to become disconnected from yourself and things that matter to you. Yet expressing the feelings at the core of your being can heal your heart. It can help you let go of past pain, forgive yourself and others for inflicting hurt, and move forward with joy and confidence, free of resentment and regret. Are you blindly following some guru, teacher, friend, or public figure without interrogating what they claim and the motives behind their beliefs? Have you sacrificed your own voice without realizing it? If so, it's time to reclaim it, because without your voice and your heart, who are you? Have faith in your truths and your right to speak them and express them in the way that feels right to you. Communicate on paper, in speech, through movement or song, or take action to show your heart. Compose letter and poetry or weave spells. Writing or telling your story can help you heal by showing you things about yourself, revealing how you've grown and reinforced what is most important to you. It may also heal and inspire others. You have no idea what kind of impact you could have on the world by expressing your heart. living your truth and shining your light. It will remind you of your inner strength and courage and provide clarity and context. Sharing your story encourages you to consider your actions and beliefs, rediscover what you already know, reevaluate your life, and find a harmonious way to deal with the issues you're facing now. Yeah, you are the storyteller of your own story. You are the only one that has ever experienced the exact things like someone else. You won't find someone else that experienced the exact same story. We are unique in every way. Okay, I'm going to read the angels and ancestors because it was interesting. We trust yourself. We got the stag, trust and thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic tradition, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and as a totem that brings protection in challenging times. Okay, we are going to do the angels and ancestors. Sorry, but my lady across the street takes our garbage. Beep, so I had to go load the garbage. Okay, where was I? Oh, here's my glasses. All right, we got the stag. Trust and thrive. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic tradition, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American tradition, he is greatly loved, for stag and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine, items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he is he is strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality, maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strengths, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence. And their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. Um, we got this the other day, and I really think we keep getting this because we are running into a lot of great teachers out there. We are all students and we are all teachers, and we should listen to one another. Be like a spiritual soul family community because that is what we are. We need to help one another. Whether we're right or wrong, it is our opinion and it is our energy that comes out, and it's everything about us. But we really need to step up to the plate because we got the great teacher again. Learn from spiritual experiences, and he's got the white dove, the white feathers, and our angels have been around us telling us to trust and thrive. Don't feel like you don't have a net below you to catch you because you do. Uh, you will have a net below. Once you try some things, get out of your box, release the box. The box holds you back from a lot of things. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. This card is inspired by the many prophets and teachers who have brought great healing to the earth. There is a great teacher in every tradition. And this card represents the one to whom you feel closest, as well as the great teacher within. The teacher wears simple clothes here to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be an incredible spiritually one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiences, peace through joy. This card can represent a teacher in your life or the great teacher within. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, you've surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping you spiritually connect. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card can confirm that these have indeed been holy experiences. I know I've had a lot of interesting experiences lately. When you go and look at things from a different perception, like down the eagle's eye, and talk to people and look at their perception, your perception, and somebody else's perception, it might help you because everybody has different perceptions. Not that anyone is wrong, it's just a different perception of something. And think about it. One thing can have so many different perceptions on it, like the boat. Like, I'm going to yell at somebody because they won't leave me alone. I'm meditating. The boat hit me. They're there. Open the eyes. It's an empty boat. Anger was within. You already started in your head about what was going on, and that really wasn't going on. So yeah, that was your perception of it before you even opened your eyes and got the full picture. Now, we did get perception. That was the first card we got, which was a 21, which is a 3, which is a divine message. But perception, she came in reversed. When the perception card appears reversed, it asks that you check to make sure that your perception is not false. Have you ever had a moment when you believed you smelled onions cooking and only to discover that there was no source for the aroma? That is a false perception. The same thing can occur when your mind is full of chatter that has you believing that other person does not like you or is harboring a particular opinion of you. Be careful that you are not imposing a false perception that others think or feel a particular way about you, when in fact, the perception that you have is a self-perception. Do your best not to allow assumption to be the foundation of your perception when it comes to your interaction with others. If you have doubt or concern about the nature of your relationship with the people around you, the best course of action is to ask. That way, there is no need to feed stress and worry with what ifs and maybes. The saying, never judge a book by its cover, holds real wisdom, and yet we so often do judge and define things by what we see or read or experience, even when the knowledge offered is in reality only the cover. All too often, we never actually open the book. In fact, we may be unable to open the book because our minds are incapable of conceiving, let alone understanding what lies within. We look at the cover, read the blurb on the back, and may believe we have all the answers when we don't. But we are the book. The person we present to the world is the cover. And sometimes the blurb, friends and family will be offered the contents and a symposium, but only you know the full story. If you want people to have a more accurate perception of who you are, then make it a point to share the story of you, honestly, without embellishment. Then the cover and blurb will accurately represent who you are and make it clear that there is far more for those who are willing to take the time to read the book. In turn, understand that you cannot know the full story of those around you, and sometimes the cover and the blurb are very different to the content within because the author of the story has fears, doubts, and troubles that they are afraid to reveal. Do what you can to open your mind and open the book, even if you only make it to the content page or the index, and see that there is so much more within than you can imagine. When perception is reversed, release your belief that you know everything about a particular situation or circumstances, or what motivates another's action. Even let go of the belief that just because something is deemed fact makes it an absolute. Why? Because all you have to do is to look back at history to see the number of facts that have changed over the centuries. As new knowledge came to light, consider the ideas that when we believe that we know something completely and that we believe in an absolute certainty, we make, in fact, know very little. Finally, remember that you are more than what others perceive you to be. And in truth, those around you are more than what you perceive them to be. The perception card reversed asks that you do not base your reality on false perceptions born of limited knowledge and understanding. And with that, we got the Seven of Wands. And that's loss. The seven is known as the thief card of the tarot because it reveals something being taken from you. Often it validates your suspicions. So if your intuition is telling you not to trust, follow it. Investigate the detail rather than agree to an offer straight away. Wait until you have evidence that it's genuine. Also, this card asks you to take extra care of your possessions and to protect yourself from negative people who drain your energy. Protect your assets and examine the motives of others carefully. Be on guard. This is theft, negative people, insecurities, intuition, mistrust, decisions, and protection. Is your perception foggy about someone or something that's going on? Take a deeper look at it. And we got the 10 of Fire. And he's reversed. It's reversed. I think we got this the other day. The 10 of Fire reversed appears for two purposes. The first is to remind you that a master is only a master of self and the tools he wields. He is master to no other. Therefore, be careful not to extend your desire for control onto others, nor expect them to be as disciplined. You exhibit the self-control of a true master by letting go of the need to control others. Everyone is different, and some work to their best ability in a manner that seems random, chaotic, and lacking in any real purpose or direction. Do not attempt to impose the same limits and restrictions you are willing to embrace upon others. The second reason for its appearance is to tell you, remove the words "I cannot" from your vocabulary and to monitor your inner dialogue for pessimistic beliefs. You will not succeed if you believe you will fail before you have even tried. Instead, do whatever you set your mind, body, and spirit to do, and you will succeed even when you fail, because failure offers knowledge. Use that knowledge to formulate a new plan or direction. Use that knowledge to determine if you should embrace a different or less conventional or rigid way of working. Change the words "it is impossible" to "I am possible." Redirect your thoughts. We also got on that one the Nine of Pentacles, and that's gratitude. Now is the time to treat yourself to some leisure and luxury, furnishing your home, tending your garden, indulging in your favorite pursuit, or otherwise spending on yourself. As you'll be feeling rich in both time and money, your love, your home, so many redecorating, rearranging, bake, and invite others to share your relaxed, comfortable place. Devote time and money to your interests in your home. You can be the center of your world and appreciate all the good things in life just now. Gratitude is very, very important in your daily. Every night I talk to Sky Father and Mother and tell them how grateful I am for everything they give me. Whether it is bad or good that comes in my life, it is a lesson. We got the number 20. We got another 20. We've got 3 2s on this one. 2 2 2 2. Desire. What do you desire most? And you can make a list on a piece of paper. That might help you, because I do a dream journal and I do a journal. And if you want, you should journal every day, because that is your story. Who do you think wrote the Bible? It was men and women journaling. That's all that was. Writing metaphors of their life. How much do you want it? Desire compels action. Make another attempt. Great expectations, great disappointments. Ground your desire into reality. What you desire will have a price. Wishful thinking. Has your desire waned or changed? Let your conscience be your guide. To desire something at the expense of another, selfish desire mirror a lack within. If you are serving self all the time, that's a lack within. It's I have to have. What about the little train that couldn't? I think I can, think I can, think I can. Change your direction of your thought pattern. To desire, to wish or long for something, to lust or crave is to desire. In simple terms, desire means to want something. Desire is the fourth influence on choice. And when it appears in your reading, it asks that you explore your desires and ask what it is that you want and how much you want it. What are you willing to do in order to achieve your desires? Is desire the root of all suffering? Many religious texts state that desire is something that corrupts humanity and blinds us to our true purpose. However, desire is the state of mind that compels you to act and do whatever you feel is necessary in order to fulfill that desire, because you know that you will feel pleasure and be rewarded for fulfilling that desire. For example, you desire a glass of water. It is hot, you are thirsty, however, you are in the middle of the garden, covered in mud and sweat, and the floor in the house has just been freshly cleaned. How much do you want that glass of water? What are you willing to do in order to have that glass of water? You can almost feel the coolness as it slides down your throat, washing away the parched dryness of your mouth. You know it is going to be so nice, but having that glass of water involves putting down your tools, halting your progress, cleaning yourself off, taking off those muddy shoes, going inside, getting a glass, filling that glass, drinking the water, and then putting your muddy shoes back on before coming back out and getting back to work. So how much do you want that glass of water? How much do you desire it? Do you want it enough to stop and do what needs to be done in order to have it now? Or are you more inclined to wait until the task is in front of you is completed? Could waiting also have consequences? This is a desire in action. Yeah, it could have consequences because you could be dehydrated. Think about it. It all depends on what you want. If you need something to heal you or replenish your body or something like that, that might be a desire that is telling you to get up, you need water, and you're dehydrated, or you need more salt. Something. This is a desire in action. Desire in action means believing that a particular outcome is good. It is worthy of our desire. It means valuing something as important and therefore worthy of our time and effort. It is desire that drives us to set goals and then act on them. It is desire that inspires us to keep going long after somebody else would have given up. Desire is what motivates you, drives you, compels you act, to take risks and to make sacrifices with a smile. Gratitude, gratitude, desire, gratitude. And with that, we got the Eight of Pentacles, and that's achievement. You have the ability to earn more and learn more. Whatever you focus your energy, success will follow. This is analysis, dedication, detail to work, commitment, money, education, and perfectionism. The Eight shows achievement in your profession or field of study. It is the card of the perfectionist who knows that small details can be important. You take pride in your work and set high standards. This attitude now pays off. Your finance improves as a result of hard work and a commitment to succeed. An additional meaning is exam success or return to education as you decide to deepen your expertise. The next card that we got was the Five of Fire, conflict. A time of chaos and conflict or confrontation, a battle for control or dominance, a desire for power and influence or wealth. Do not judge or condemn others. Base your concerns in fact. Avoid pack mentality behavior. Make no place for bullying. Focus on your vision, not on what others are doing. The Five of Fire symbolizes a time of chaos, conflict, or confrontation, either at hand or ahead. Something. Okay. Okay. Hmm. May be willing to use ruthless or aggressive measures to come out on top. Rivalry between people and a battle for control and dominance can lead one person to place obstacles in the path of another in order to slow their progress or deter them completely. Why? Because they want to be the one with the power, influence, or potential wealth and will not allow a competitor to take what they believe is theirs. This ugly situation is now often made worse by technology and social media. Rumors can be spread, lies told, and reputations destroyed. And all can be accomplished with almost complete anonymity. At its extreme, we can see bullying in the modern age as a gladiatorial sport for voyeurs. A victim is thrown to the wolves while an aggressor sits upon their throne, and spectators scream for blood, following their leader blindly and embracing a pack mentality. But these wolves do not hunt for survival, they hunt for sport and recreation, or simply because another asked them to. All too often, they hide their attack behind the belief that it is their right to question and then judge and condemn the life choices of another. If aggression is motivation by rivalry, the aggressor may declare that their rival has copied or stolen their ideas, ideas that have often been expressed in one form or another countless times before all over the world by people who have never met and never will meet. Now, because technology has made the world smaller and social networks have created connections across the globe, complete strangers can be attacked simply because someone who knows someone who works in a similar way or has a similar business saw that similarity and brought it to the attention of someone who then allowed their own ego or fear to have them believing the worst. Whatever is motivating, lives have been endured because one or more have decided to target another with vicious cruelty. The Five of Fire before represents a choice to walk one of two paths, to embrace or even condone this behavior or to end it. If the choice is to embrace it, do so knowing that you will be met with the same aggression, because aggression only perpetuates more aggression. Instead, if you choose to believe that another is your rival and has stolen your work, then use the legal method in place to protect your interest. If you are not willing to do so, then do the honorable thing, step away and move on. Do not embrace spiteful and malicious behavior, or it may be you who find yourself judged and condemned with reputation ruined. If your choice is to help end it, then be mindful of your actions. All too often, unkind behavior comes in the form of a joke or a laugh at the expense of another. A discussion about another's life choice, spirituality, sexuality, or appearance can appear to be intolerant and condemning to someone who is watching or listening. You're entitled to your opinion, but be mindful of who can see or overhear what is written or said. And if you cannot be certain that another will not be hurt or upset by your words, then it is best to keep your opinion to yourself. Abide by the golden rule in this moment. Treat others how you yourself would ask and expect to be treated. If you would like to have your choices questioned and judged or be attacked for no good reason, other than you had a similar idea to another, then do not do the same to others. Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. Okay, that was that. Then I asked the question, what's in the now? What are we going to, huh? And we got the I'm going somewhere guy, the action implemented, exploration, expression, energy, hard work, sacrifice, and imitation. This is the hobo guy. He's got his bag, he's got his belt, he's got his medicine. He says, see bye. He's going into the unknown. Necessary sacrifices. Do you have an idea or creative venture that you would like to implement? The three of fire represents the necessary sacrifices that may be required when we act on our goals and objectives. When we first begin to act, we often find ourselves exploring the paths walked by those who came before us in order to discover and determine the best way to implement our ideas. However, the same exploration can inspire new ideas that break with tradition because someone old has been reimagining and expressed by a mind with a unique perspective to make it relevant in the present. To implement those new ideas requires sacrifice, commitment, and dedication. It means stepping away from what is tried and trusted, safe and secure, and stepping out into the unknown with an almost blind faith and commitment. It means putting the objective first and turning away from everything that distracts or might prevent it from being achieved. It means working hard and not cutting corners in order to speed up the process. It means knowing that what you create will only equal what you have invested and what you are willing to invest. The Three of Fire lets you know that now is also a good time to explore and experiment on a practical level. Use your hands and mind to hone, and refine your skills or abilities so that what you create and do will always be something crafted to be to the best of your abilities and be a true reflection of your passion and dedication. Remember also to avoid copying another's idea because this is the time to be innovative, create using your experience and imagination to inspire you instead of the vision and ideas of another. We all should have a unique inspiration, a unique idea. And I just didn't like when this card appeared. I never like when the Tower card appears because the Tower card can either be new beginnings or an end of a beginning. And it is during a tempest at night, a ship is struck by lightning and bursts into flames. The castle-like battlements on top of the deck are no protection against this force of destruction from the heavens. The lightning illuminates the sky heavy with storm clouds, showing how precautious the vessel appears as it struggles to stay afloat in an ocean that is sure to swallow it whole. My dog's having a bad dream. I wonder what he was doing. When the tower falls, you feel your world collapsing around you. Lightning strikes, and there is little you can do other than accept the chaos and change that it brings. This disaster is not your fault. You may be in shock at first, but this event is also a breakthrough. You are given a chance to see the world in a very different way. Additionally, the card may signify issues with property and challenges to your security. You may be feeling vulnerable financially in relationships too. Surrender to the universe, give up control, and begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or living. You now have the freedom to start over and a strong foundation on which to build whatever has fallen. This is breakdowns, ending chaos, surrender, breakthrough, beginnings, and enlightenment. That can be a beginning and an end. And right now we are at the end of a cycle. We're gone. That's over with. Because we did, after that, we got the King of Pentacles. Because I wanted a clarifier for that. And because I don't like stopping at a tower moment, and that is trust. And we got the stag earlier, trust and thrive. Right now, don't fear. This isn't about us. It's about the bags. The king reveals a man who is ambitious, trustworthy, and protective. When he commits to a project or relationship, he is loyal to the last. He can be a powerful business owner or leader. He has a hands-on attitude. As the U card in a reading, he represents generosity and love. What you gain, you share with the people who are important to you. Protect what is yours while helping those on their way up the ladder. Enjoy the rewards that success brings. Yeah, we did have a tower moment, but we also had a trust card. I see a free fall trust, like, and you're caught. And we do have free fall trust. And you know, this card has come up, I think, 3 readings now, and the youth came reversed. And we got the maiden the other day, the female aspect of this. We've got the masculine aspect. We got the embrace the feminine. And this is a blockage. Unwilling to abide by rules that maintain order and harmony, the youth rebels against those in position of authority and anyone who demands that he moderate his behavior when it causes hurt to those around him. Regardless of whether his actions are justified or not, the reversed youth may be lacking in empathy and unwilling to consider the feelings of others, especially when there is a chance for him to pursue his own interests. Embrace the feminine. That way you won't have that. The reverse youth refuses to give in and may be unaware or unwilling to see that he is guilty of selfishness. When censured, he might respond with emotional outbursts, aggression, and impulsive behavior and choose to run away. When the youth appears reversed in your reading, ask yourself if you are running away from a situation that could be resolved with communication and compromise. Are you being overly rigid and narrow-minded, refusing to see your actions from another perspective? Running away from conflict does not bring resolution. Neither does being selfish, impulsive, or inflexible. Instead, be open and empathetic. It is not a question of giving up the things that interest you, but one of moderation and temperance. Do not pursue your freedom to such an extreme that you prevent others from having the same freedom. Don't take advantage of people, in other words, because you're putting stress on them and it's giving you freedom, but it's tying them up. That's selfishness. You don't want to be that. We don't want to be selfish because you know what? We got strength. And that's an 11. That's stability. That's what everybody's really looking for, is the stability. Stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panic or a compromise that doesn't feel right. This is courage, patience, endurance, risk, balance, opposition, and vitality. Know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to walk away. That's what you got to think of with that, because we got the 18, which is a 9, and it's the moon, and that is illusion. Look at that picture. That crayfish, they're all got the illusion of the moon up there. Will he try to go through those seals? Will he be eaten, or will they all just be an illusion? Give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answer. Pay attention to its messages through feelings and dreams rather than relying on a logical approach to a problem. The moon watches you questioning what you see. Can you see beyond illusion when doubt and confusion threaten to overwhelm you? A situation or relationship may seem appealing under the romantic light of the moon, but will it stand the test of time? Your intuition may be telling you that everything is not as it seems. An additional meaning of this card is that hidden fears and old memories surface as you work through an emotional blockage. Now, that was the end. Oh no, we did get it. Okay. Uh, we did get the Eight of Water, and the Eight of Water was also reversed. The Eight of Water reversed symbolizes a lack of appreciation that may be married with an unhealthy desire for more than that manifests in feelings of avarice and to covetousness. To covet what others have, believing that more will bring happiness, power, wealth is a state of mind and being that has brought down kingdoms and founded new ones in their rubble. What about keeping up with the Joneses? If we do not appreciate what we have in our life now and are unable to see the abundance that surrounds us, why would our feelings change with more money, a new car, house, or relationship? Yes, the quality of our experiences might change, but if we take a little joy from our present experience, the love of family and friends we already enjoy, and the abundance that surrounds us, it is unlikely that our feeling will change just because our financial status allows us to do or buy more. An emotional or spiritual lack cannot be eschewed by possession. The Eight of Water reverse represents a need to question the desire for more when more is not truly necessary. Ask yourself when this card appears if there is an emotional, physical, intellectual, or spiritual lack that needs to be addressed. Yeah, what's more going to do for you? I mean, really, do we really need more? I don't know. Uh, we get the Six of Pentacles, and that's generosity. Receive any gift with thanks and grace, and if you are giving to others, enjoy it. Give it. It's your own. Giving is its own reward. This is financial gifts, balance, help, compassion, humility, and protection. And with that, we got the Three of Swords. We got heartache. Feel the pain and see the truth of the matter. This situation has happened for a reason. This three is a heartbreak card of the tarot, but thankfully it is a minor arcana card, signifying a transient event that you will process and heal from. It often arises to reveal relationship breakups, affairs, and disappointments. The positive of this card is that at least you know exactly where you stand. You see the truth. This three can also signify stress symptoms such as anxiety and fear. This is heartbreak, sorrow, betrayal, loss, affairs of the heart, and breakups and tears. And the last card we got was the Seven of Wands, and that was endurance. Say your words loud and clear, and then be prepared to negotiate. You have the higher moral ground, and with endurance and courage, you will get the results needed. This is defense, resilience, protection, opposite territory, force, and resistance. Yeah, That was a great reading for today, but there was a lot of this could happen, be careful type of cards. Now, we are going to the golden future. And we got number 26, which is an 8. Infinity, the waters of the planet. Bless the rain, rivers, and oceans. Water carries Christ's light. It is transformational, cleansing, and purifying, not just at a physical level, but also at a soul level. We drink it, bathe in it, and it is the atmosphere, so we breathe it in. Water dragons help it to flow so that it touches every sentient being with unconditional cosmic love. Our oceans are reservoirs of cosmic love, highly evolved beings like whales, dolphins, rays, and turtles incarnate in the ocean as it's easier to keep their frequency pure and high in water. When the power of water to cleanse, spreads love, raise the frequency and purify the soul is truly understood, fountains, streams, and lakes will be created in the golden cities. By 2050, water will be purified with advanced frequency waves sent through crystals. Our waters will be honored and kept totally clean so everyone will receive their many blessings. The blue-green archangel Jules is in charge of the flow of the water of the planet and the alignment of the tectonics plates in the ocean. He helps the earth star chakras of all water creatures to open in synchronicity with the upper chakras. Your guidance is to visualize your earth star chakra below your feet, glowing silver. Then let your 12 chakras open so that you become a channel for divine light. Imagine you are standing under a cascade of pure water that is streaming right through you. Direct the Christ light to channel through you into hollow earth for the benefit of the planet and the universe. Let your life flow with unconditional love. Whether this is a challenge, ask Archangel Jules and the water dragons to help you. Bless the water you drink and the rain puddles, rivers, oceans, for this light lights up the Christ light within them. I like that. I like all those cards so far. They're pretty cool. Okay, we got a couple more. We got Shiva, karmic release, the end of a cycle, debts are paid, choose your destiny. Shiva is one of the Indians' trinity of divine masculine. Yep, we got the divine feminine, we got the divine masculine. He's depicted wearing a cobra around his neck, representing his capacity to tame fear or the ego with the light of the universe behind him, showing his connection to the cosmos and holding a trident, acknowledging the three aspects of divine masculine power in Hinduism: creator, preserver, and destroyer. Shiva is known as the destroyer because of his warrior energy and ability to destroy fear. As the twin flame of Kalama, he knows that it's like what it's like to face some of the greatest fears and overcome them. As a faucet of the divine masculine energy, he comes to those who call on him like a protective father figure, ready to guard and guide. He is the keeper of karma and helps you uncover the learning that have come from our challenges and the behaviors that manifest the challenges in the first place. It's time to release any guilt or regret you have about your past. If a decision you have taken is preying on your mind, know that it's not being the universe. It's not because the universe wants you to feel guilty about it, but because it's giving you an opportunity to see how far you've come. Also know that all of your debts have been paid, and you can stop asking the universe for forgiveness because, as far as it's concerned, you are forgiven. Yeah, I have a problem with having to ask for forgiveness every day. Uh, I don't sin every day. And some people say, yes, you do. Well, no, I don't. I don't see that as sin, what I do. So I just tell Sky Father and Mother I'm very grateful for all the lessons and everything that they give me. That's it. I don't, unless I do something bad, yes, I'd ask for forgiveness. But if you have any reoccurring fears or concerns about a situation that's new, it might be because you faced a similar situation in a previous lifetime and your soul is remembering old pain. In order to surmount this once and for all, it's important to tune into your body and feel the reassurance of a huge full body. Yes, before moving forward, even if following that dream or vision is scary, know that you have been waiting lifetime upon lifetimes for this opportunity. And when you finally take it, you are breaking a cycle and taking charge of your destiny. We got the Merkaba activation, transcending ascension. You are rising up. We got this a few weeks ago, too. I like this card. The Merkaba are ancient Egyptian and Hebrew words relating to the ascension process of the soul. The Hebrew Merkaba means chariot or vehicle, and it's most commonly associated with the prophet Ezekiel. Visions of angels traveling on or in spheres of light in ancient Egypt. Mir means light, Ka means spirit, and Ba means body. When these three words are put together, the idea is that the light engulfs the spirit and body, and there is an opportunity to rise up. The symbol of the Merkaba is the star Tehedron. This 8-pointed star is simply the three-dimensional extension of a hexagram, a symbol that is strongly associated with the Hebrew and Egyptian mystery schools. In the modern spirituality, the Merkaba is acknowledged as the light body or vehicle that we can activate for the ascension process. It has been said that it is surrounded by an 8-pointed star tetrahedron, and when we're aligned on a spiritual level, the star spins at great speeds, creating a sphere of unbreakable light around us. This sphere of light can help us move between the dimensions. While we are having a human experience, it creates a portal in the divine matrix so that we can connect with guidance and walk the path of light. You are raising your vibrations and becoming magnetic to the presence and wisdom of light. You are in a space of ascension. The ascension process isn't about leaving this incarnation or dimension, but about finding harmony within it. All of the attention, love, and care you have been giving to your body are supporting your spiritual journey. A powerful gateway of light is surrounding you now, allowing you to connect with the divine matrix of ancient wisdom. It's important for you to be aware of the information, energy, and downloads you're receiving, for all that's coming through is supporting your expansion. You are moving up and up a level. It's time to fly high. Yeah, we are moving up a level, and it is time to fly high. Now, we've got our human spirit oracle, and it's at number 5, the fishbowl. She is got a fishbowl on her head. Are you swimming in a fishbowl, watching everyone outside of it truly living life? What are you afraid of? That you won't be able to function out there, or perhaps it looks too scary or dangerous or even strange? Remember, we are here to have a human experience, to touch other people in a big and small ways. If we are always isolated or safe in our own space, then we lose out on the beauty of the universe. Retreat to your retreat to yourself today, that you will have an honest and authentic human experience, and no two humans or experiences are exactly alike. This is the beauty of mingling and leaping out of the water. Imagine the adventure you could have if you just get out of the fishbowl and really connect on a genuine human level. If you are always experiencing life from your fishbowl, then you will never know some of the most amazing things that can happen. By staying put, you limit your own human experience. The fishbowl will always be there to welcome you back. But the sea is big and vast. It is time to put on those flippers and take a swim in the new waters. This has been a great reading for Suddenly Saturday. We do have some turmoil, some chaos, some conflict. That's in our outside world. Right now, it's really important that we work on self. Um, and our energy levels around us, because self can lead us in our direction, but the people that are in our space have to match up with our energy. And if they don't, then there's reasons they haven't leveled up. We do need to take a walk through the dark night of the soul also and release all the past baggage. Keep the good in the heart and release the bad. All right. I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.